Today I'm going to be working with alcohol inks, alcohol pearls, and these are the colours I'll be using. Sublime, Tranquil, Intrigue, and I think it's Villainous. You might correct me on that one. Villainous, I think. Be using the blending solution. It's just a happy birthday die, some square dies, a card base 8x8, some purple cardstock, and some Yupo paper, which is what we use with the alcohol inks. So just going to give these good shake before I use them. Just loosen the lid on the blending solution. And I'm going to be using this tool. What it is, well, what it was a fabulous big hair dryer that I got my husband to take the brush off of. It's an old one. I replaced it with a new one, and I've been using this one for quite a while. I find it very good for using on with the alcohol inks. So I'm going to start by putting down a bit of the Sublime. Okay, so you can play around as much as you want with it. Keep adding the alcohol blending solution. It gives you a different effect. But, the more you play, the more fun you have, I guess. But as I'm going to be cutting out a piece and using it on a card, I'm just going to see where I want to use it. Now, I like that piece in the middle, but I don't like this piece here. So I'm just going to go ahead and add a little drop of the blending solution there. Maybe just a tiny drop of this. And you can blow it, you can use a straw. There is a tool that you can get with a pump. Personally, I enjoy the effect that I get using the dryer. Just one more piece there. Yes, I think that's very nice. Maybe get a bit of the yellow in there. Now, it doesn't mean that you can't use the rest of it. This can be used for another card. So I'm just going to cut down my purple cardstock. The card base is 8 by 8. Actually, I'm going to use I'm going to run it through the die cutting machine. I'm going to run both of these through the die cutting machine. So I'll go ahead and do that. Okay, so I've that done, and I also went ahead and cut out a piece of foam to place behind this. So I actually changed where I was going to cut. I decided I rather that. So it was the other end I had originally thought there. I'm going to go now and I'm going to put down this base piece on my 8 by 8 card base. I'm going to use this fairly large double-sided tape, as there was a bit of warping with the die cut machine, and I just want to stick the whole thing down. It should flatten it onto the cardstock and help with it, hopefully. Just another couple of bits there. There we are. There's my little Yorkie off again. Well, all I can do is apologise for the barking. Now, that should help a bit, I think, to keep it firmly down. Now, this is going behind, but I'm finding for some reason it must have squashed while it was going through the die cut machine and then opened out again afterwards, because it's a bit bigger than the die cut that I'm using. So I'm just going to go around and cut the edges. There we go. That'll be better. And decide what I'm going to use to put that down. Just going to use a bit of this glue, I think. It doesn't matter because that'll be getting covered over anyway. And this end here didn't cut out cleanly, and I don't like it, so I'm just going to remove that piece. That's a bit better. Yeah, put the glue onto the back here. It's quite slippy on the Yupo paper. Just decide which way I want this turned. I quite like it like that. I'll try to center it as best as I can. Just had to go and wipe my hands down there, they're a bit sticky. And I'm going to put something, actually, no, I'll put something over it. Let's put that there to flatten it down. And that'll take a while to dry. As you can see, it's moved again. So I think I'm just going to have to be patient while that dries. So in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut out my sentiment. The happy birthday here. So I'll go and run that through the die cut machine. So I went ahead and cut those out, and I actually decided that I would use the other piece of alcoholic paper that I had decorated. So never done this before either, so looking forward to see how this is going to turn out. Bit sticky over the type of paper that it is. So hopefully it will have turned out nice. There we go. Clean it up now in a sec. Just need to be careful getting it out. It's a bit different than the usual cardstock. Oh, that's pretty. Yes, that'll be nice. I think the eye might still, no, it's gone. I've lost the eye again. Or is this it? No. It's happened to me a few times. I always forget to take the eye, the little dot, out. Anyway, it's only a small thing, I guess. I'm going to go ahead and glue this on with the glue pen. Just pop that down there. And hope for the best. I might have a problem sticking that, not sure. We'll try the anniversary. Oops. Well, there you are. It's nice to try new things though, and I guess you learn by your mistakes. Or I would like to think that I learn by my mistakes anyway. Let's see. And we'll do the birthday. And I have done this technique before, but I didn't use the foam behind. I used double-sided foam tape, which stuck quite successfully, but I didn't use enough of it, so therefore the edges warped because the edges weren't stuck. So that was why I decided I'd try out the foam this time. So really it's just a trial as to see if it will stick or not. I think it'll stick. It's just, the paper is like plastic. It's a synthetic paper. So therefore it doesn't act the same. It doesn't act the same as normal cardstock would. Yeah, I think it's just a matter of having patience and leaving it dry. And when it does, I'll come back and I'll adhere it. Okay, I think that's dry enough now. It's just a matter of deciding where I want to put this as usual. Maybe down there. I would have liked to put it in the middle, but it's covering up a bit too much. So I'm going to pop down a bit of double-sided foam tape just on there. And it has dried, but if I was doing it again, I'd do it differently, because I did make a bit of a mess with the glue around on the cardstock. But just a small thing, and like I said, I've learned by my mistake. I think I'll go down there and might just pop an extra piece of the foam tape on the bottom, because it'll be lifted that bit lower. Yeah, I think that's about it. And they're beautiful, these alcohol pearls. They're gorgeous. I don't know if it comes across on the camera. Can you see that beautiful sheen? The lovely effect that they have given. Just gorgeous. So I hope you've enjoyed watching. Just give you a close-up on that there. And if you have, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.